Helpful Think presents a collection of random facts that just might save your life, Volume 1. If you break a bone like a doofus, follow these steps: call for help, attempt to stop any bleeding, and immobilize the injured spot. Blue lights steal your sleep time, disrupting the brain's secretion of melatonin, so before you go to bed, place that nefarious phone in another room. Don't eat snow for hydration. Since it takes so much energy for your body to melt the ice, you'll end up further dehydrated than what you gain, plus lose essential body heat while you're at it. Hey buddy boy, before this last fact, don't forget to subscribe. An overloaded key ring could damage your car's ignition mechanism. All the weight can wear out sensitive internal components, making it so your car won't be able to start. If your water ever smells like cinnamon, do not drink it. People often use it to cover up the scent of poison. Condoms are useful for a number of reasons. If you need a quick way to store liquids, they can actually hold up to a gallon of water. Plus, they are waterproof, so you can safely store things like matches, electronics, and pretty much anything that shouldn't get wet. If you're ever scuba diving and a giant octopus tries to grab a hold of you, do not try to prune him off. The key to survival is to get him off of one of his anchor points, like a rock or a pipe, because he can't pull you down without using leverage from his anchor. Random facts that just might save your life, Part 7. You can always dial 911, even if you have no bars like a knucklehead, because in an emergency your phone will connect to any nearby cell tower, as long as the phone has a battery in it. If you ever get stuffed in the back of a trunk, disconnect the brake light wires so when the cop pulls them over you can kick the trunk and yell yeehaw so they know you are in there. If you ever need to escape a moving car, do not jump out like a doofus. Instead, put one foot down and take a step. This will significantly reduce your speed and will have a much greater chance of surviving the fall. If you ever find yourself being dragged underwater by an alligator, shove your fingers into its nose. This breaks the seal alligators need to keep water out of their airways and will make them release you immediately. No matter how thirsty you are, do not eat large amounts of snow. Too much cold ice in your tummy can cause you to die of hypothermia. Melt the ice and then drink it. Have you ever been told that if an alligator is chasing you, that you should run in a zigzag? Well, contrary to popular belief, alligators actually aren't dumb doofuses, and they can run up to 35 miles per hour, so just run straight and ski-daddle up out of there. Random facts that just might save your life, Part 5. If you ever get carjacked and they tell you to drive, crash the car into the nearby road or intersection. Most likely, they won't be wearing their seat belts. So when you crash the car, they will get injured, and you can take this chance to get out of the car and ski-daddle out of there. If your hair suddenly stands up on end, duck and cover. Buddy boy, you're about to be struck by lightning. If you ever feel like you are going to throw up from drinking too many root beers, start humming. It's nearly impossible to gag while you are humming. Wolves will only attack you if they can intimidate you into running away from them like a chump. Standing your ground against a wolf pack will be terrifying, but eventually, they will leave you alone. The machine that sets the pins at the bowling alley is extremely dangerous, so if you slide into the pins as a joke, then buddy boy, there is a very good chance that you will be crushed to death. If you ever for some reason ingest windshield wiper fluid or antifreeze like a doofus, drink large amounts of vodka to keep it from shredding your kidneys to give you time to get to the hospital. If someone gets stabbed, especially in the tummy, do not take the knife out. It acts as a plug to the hole and prevents blood loss. Apply pressure to the wound and call the police. If you ever see square waves in the ocean, then buddy boy, get out immediately. They are powerful currents that can drag you underneath the water and kill you in an instant. If you ever come face to face with a mountain lion, don't turn your back on it, just walk backward. Cats are ambush predators and they'll wait for you to turn your booty cheeks around before they attack. The more colorful and vivid the animal is, the more likely it is poisonous, and you probably shouldn't eat it or kiss it. If you're ever at a party and your drink tastes unusually salty, do not continue drinking it. Roofies are reported to have a salty taste. Before this last survival fact, subscribe to be prepared for anything. If you are ever being chased by a polar bear, get completely naked and drop your clothes on the ground as you run away. Polar bears have really bad ADD and will firmly inspect your clothes before chasing you again. If your house smells like fish for absolutely no reason, get out or you will die. 9 times out of 10 it means that there is an electrical fire. If a tornado looks like it's not moving, buddy boy, get out of the area. It's actually moving towards you. If you ever feel like you got the heebie-jeebies that someone is following your car, take for right turns and eventually it will make a circle. If they are still behind you, that means they are following you. Before the last life-saving fact, subscribe to be prepared for anything. If you ever wake up in the middle of the night to the smell of gas, and it's not your sister's stinky farts, then do not turn on the light. A spark from a light switch could blow up the entire house.